deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
The North Peninsula's news, the North Peninsula's talk. News Radio KONP, Port Angeles Squim, a Radio Pacific station.
From ABC News, I'm Chuck Severson. He's losing faith in the Iran negotiations, says President Trump at a cabinet meeting at Camp David. He has been describing the talks optimistically, but mentioning his special negotiator and defense secretary.
I'm waiting for Steve to call me. How's the negotiation going? And instead I got a call from Pete that they just shot 5 missiles at one of our bases in Jordan.
On Iran's military,
we have obliterated their military capacity. Again, they've got some left, but soon they won't have some left.
The U.S.-Iran conflict has reduced tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz to a trickle. In response, the major oil companies have raised the price of their refined products, pushing gasoline past the $4 mark. For U.S. and European oil companies, the strategy has worked. Most reported massive increases in second quarter profit as the war drags on.
ABC's Jim Ryan. The president taking credit for what he calls a deal with Israel and Hamas. Hamas says it will disarm, though, only if a Palestinian state is created, something Israel adamantly rejects. Demands by Republican senators that Todd Blanche agree in writing that a plan to pay claims, potentially of January 6th rioters, is dead, is delaying his confirmation as Attorney General. Spain's government and local officials say about 60,000 migrants crossed the border, entering a Spanish region from Morocco the past 24 hours. Local officials say about 48,000 have gone back voluntarily. This migrant says there are no opportunities in Morocco.
My dream is Spain. I want to come here from study, from live good life. My country is war. Now, everything fight.
Thousands of people swimming around border fences or using boats. A number of them we know have drowned. Spain has deployed its military to try and restore order here. Why is this happening now? Spain's Supreme Court ruled that those who reach the area by sea cannot be immediately returned without due process.
ABC's James Longman. You're listening to ABC News.
As we celebrate 250 years of freedom, freedom to govern ourselves, freedom to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, let me ask you a question. What does financial freedom look like today, and do you have it? Because it looks like insulation from inflation. It looks like a hedge against global instability and global divestment from the US dollar. It looks a lot like owning physical gold. It's Stephen Gardner for Monetary Gold, who have been helping Americans diversify with gold for the past 26 years. Did you know you can own physical gold in a tax-sheltered retirement account? Learn how with a free copy of Gold in Modern America from Monetary Gold. Claim it at StephenLovesGold.com. Find freedom with gold. Visit StephenLovesGold.com or call 800-608-1770 for a one-on-one consultation. Claim your free guide at StephenLovesGold.com or call 800-608-1770. Performance may vary. Consult your tax and financial professional.
The state's investigation into the controversial 4th of July death of teen Nolan Wells continues. This from ABC's Sophie Flay.
Officials familiar with the investigation say the medical examiner has now completed the official autopsy, but it's not been made public. The report will be sent to a grand jury for review. The family's attorney says his team is analyzing audio tapes and ocean data from the day Wells disappeared to try to determine how he died.
Federal regulators are going full throttle as Amazon seeks to get their fully autonomous ZooX vehicles out on the road. ABC's Dave Packer.
No driver, no problem for Chloe who took a ride in a Zoox in Las Vegas.
It's kind of scary at the first time, but when I just got used to it, it's really cool and chilling. Like, I really love the music and how you can, like, adjust temperature.
But there's little else she can control. Amazon Zoox vehicles have no steering wheel, no pedals. Jonathan Morrison of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says Zoox got an exemption from the rules, but
we have the ability to pull the exemption if we see unreasonably risky behavior on the road.
Dave Packer, ABC News.
Florida man facing manslaughter charges in the death of his neighbor. His story, he mistook the neighbor for a bear and fatally shot him. Police in New Jersey on the hunt for several Pokemon card thieves who targeted several stores over the past few months. Latest grab and go reported around 1:45 a.m. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
This is the News Radio KONP Noon Report.
Todd live in the KONP News Center. Here's a look at what's happening on this Friday, July 31st. Clallam County officials say the county jail remains safe, but after nearly 5 decades of service, they're warning the community it's time to begin planning for its replacement. Sheriff Brian King says the 46-year-old facility was built on unstable ground near a creek and has developed ongoing structural problems over the years, including settling and cracking. While repairs have kept the jail operational, King says those fixes won't last forever.
I want to stress the jail is still safe. It's coming to its life's end. And doing some strategic planning and letting the community know that this is a real issue that really we need to face in the next 10 years about rebuilding a new jail.
Chief Corrections Deputy Don Wenzel says the jail also no longer meets the way modern correctional facilities operate. Designed primarily for secure detention in the late 70s, today's jail must also accommodate treatment programs, mental health services, reentry planning, attorneys, and community service providers, functions the building was never designed to support. County officials have already bought some property near Fairchild Airport. They could someday serve as a site for a replacement jail, although no construction timeline has been established. King says replacing the jail will be expensive, but he believes it's an investment in public safety and rehabilitation.
We value safe neighborhoods, we value the system, and we believe that jails can be institutions of positive change, where people are incentivized to make good decisions about their future and about our community safety, then we're going to have to modernize.
King says the county is also working with lawmakers and statewide law enforcement organizations, exploring ways the legislature could start helping counties finance modern jail facilities in the future. Clallam County hoping to speed up residential construction by applying for a state grant aimed at streamlining the building permit process. The Department of Commerce grant would help pay for consultants already working with the county to improve permit reviews, while also funding additional digitization efforts designed to reduce processing times. Here's Community Development Deputy Director Tim Havel on the purpose of the grant.
It's a grant looking to help communities streamline their residential building permit process and bring the timelines down. So the intention, if we're awarded this grant, is to use some of that money for a consultant we're already paying for, and then also support us in some of our digitization efforts.
Community Development Director Bruce Emery says permit turnaround times are already strong now, but they want to improve the system before development activity might pick up again. He told county commissioners this week faster permitting isn't just about convenience for builders, it's also about addressing the region's housing shortage.
Because anyone in business knows time is money, and it's very critical. Time is also units. It's also housing. And so we want to keep that level of efficiency up and improve where we can.
The grant application due to the Department of Commerce by today. After a 12-year hiatus, one of Port Angeles' signature summer festivals is making a return this weekend. Arts in Action kicks off tonight with a free Concerts on the Pier performance by Sound Advice before expanding into a full weekend festival Saturday and Sunday in downtown Port Angeles. The Juan de Fuca Foundation for the Arts is reviving the event, which began in 1965 and last took place in 2014. JFFA Executive Director Carrie Chance says the timing just felt right to bring the festival back now.
We just thought, this is the year, like, we've got to do this. We're feeling like we want to get people together. We want joy and invigoration and excitement, and so here it is.
Laurel Street will be closed from the ferry terminal to the fountain starting this morning as crews prepare the festival grounds. The weekend will feature artists, live music, food vendors, interactive art demos, a family creative zone, local performers on multiple stages. You can get a full rundown of the events available at our website. Look for this story there at myclallamcounty.com. More news after this.
Come see Price Ford when shopping for your next new or pre-owned vehicle. How about a new Ford F-150 for those tough tasks, a sleek Ford Mustang, or a versatile Escape for your daily commute? Price Ford has a comprehensive selection for every need and budget. Our knowledgeable sales team will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your lifestyle and budget. Price Ford, next to Walmart in Port Angeles, or priceford.com.
Your community partners at First Fed continue their more than 100-year tradition of giving back to the community they serve. In that same spirit, we take a moment to spotlight community members doing great things for our area, like our local Kiwanis Clubs. Kiwanis Clubs work diligently to improve our community. Members of the Noon Kiwanis Club of Port Angeles and the Olympic Kiwanis Club are dedicated to our local children, taking part in community service projects, fundraising for great causes, initiatives like the Dream Playground, supporting foster families, and events like the Lincoln Park Kids Fishing Derby. First Fed appreciates working side by side with our local Kiwanis Club supporting great local causes. The Kiwanis Club of Port Angeles meets Thursdays at noon, while the Olympic Kiwanis Club meets for breakfast at 7 a.m. Consider joining the Morning or Noon Kiwanis Club. It's a fun and rewarding way to give back to our community. This has been the Community Corner, presented by First Fed. In other news, the U.S. Department of Education demanding Washington State change how schools share student records with parents, saying its current policies may conflict with federal law. Federal officials say Washington must explain how it plans to revise its policies following recent court rulings involving parental rights and student privacy. The department argues schools should not withhold information from parents and warns violations of federal student privacy laws could put federal education funding at risk. State Superintendent of Schools Chris Reichdahl called the demand a political stunt, saying Washington has complied with the federal investigation by providing thousands of documents. The dispute comes as Washington voters prepare to decide ballot measures this fall involving parental rights in schools and transgender student policies. Washington State ramping up its wildfire response as dozens of large fires continue to burn across the Pacific Northwest, already stretching firefighting resources well before the peak of the fire season. State Forester George Geisler says that Washington is already experiencing conditions typically seen later in August with dry weather and no significant relief in the forecast. He's already ordered a ready reserve activation for qualified firefighting personnel and says 100 National Guard members will be deployed to support fire operations. Washington faces a significant challenge in meeting its next greenhouse gas emissions target by 2030. That, according to new projections presented to the Washington Climate Partnership. State officials say emissions must fall sharply over the next 3.5 years, with transportation expected to be the biggest hurdle. Vehicles account for about 40% of the state's greenhouse gas emissions, and experts say adoption of electric vehicles must accelerate to meet the long-term climate commitment goals. Officials also warned the growing electricity demand from data centers and a lack of new transmission infrastructure could slow progress. Washington, historically a net exporter of electricity, may need to import more clean energy to meet future demand. And the Washington Supreme Court has ruled that Washington State University has a legal duty to help protect students from foreseeable harm caused by fraternity hazing. The 5-4 decision this week follows a lawsuit filed by the family of 19-year-old Sam Martinez. Martinez died in 2019 after a hazing event at the Gamma Chi fraternity house in Pullman. His family argues WSU knew about previous hazing concerns but failed to take action. The court said the university's close relationship with fraternities could create a duty of care, even for incidents at off-campus chapter houses. Attorneys for the Martinez family say the ruling is the first of its kind by a state Supreme Court and could influence hazing cases across the country. This is News Radio KONP.
Come out to Olympic Game Farm. It's the home of the waving bears. Come out to Olympic Game Farm for some tender love and care. Now it's not impolite to stick out your tongue, considering the critters you'll be among. Come out to Olympic Olympic Game Farm. It's the home of the waving bears. The llama and the yak know you want to come back, and the tiger always gets a few stares. Come out to Olympic Game Farm. It's the home of the waving bears.
Since 2011, Grocery Outlet has held their annual Independence from Hunger food drive every July. Head to Grocery Outlet in Port Angeles from now through the end of the month to partake in their 16th annual Independence from Hunger food drive. All proceeds are distributed directly to the Port Angeles Food Bank as well as the PA School District Food Insecurity Program. There are several different ways to participate. Donate $5 or more in a single transaction and receive a coupon for $5 off a future purchase of $25 or more. Purchase a pre-made bag of groceries to be put in the collection bin at the store, or donate online by visiting groceryoutlet.com/donate and choosing the Port Angeles store. Support our locally owned and operated grocery outlet right here in Port Angeles as they support our community. Follow them on Facebook at Port Angeles Grocery Outlet to learn more. Located on East Highway 101.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by All Weather Heating and Cooling. Bright sunshine expected this afternoon with daytime highs approaching 70. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance for rain tonight, lows dip down to about 53, partly cloudy skies. Overcast tomorrow, rain likely, daytime highs approaching 64. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Sunday, decreasing clouds by Monday. Low 60s Sunday, upper 60s by Monday. A peek at the extended shows, 74 Tuesday, 73 Wednesday, and 71 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently 68.
Good morning. I'm Gabrielle Lucifero with your sports headlines. This Friday, day 3 of NFL training camp is on tap, but the headlines from day 2 is too little too late for Baker Mayfield bargaining with the Bucs.
It's disappointing. It's, I'm not the first one to go through it like this. This is kind of historically how they've done negotiations, which is disappointing when you think you're a cornerstone of the franchise to be treated like that. But disappointing. I'm no dummy. I know the contract and salary cap, what's going on. Franchise tag isn't exactly in play for them. There'd be a lot of dead money. So it is what it is. And like I said, unfortunate, but I'm excited. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in a really good place. And I'm feeling really confident with the staff that Todd's put together that we're going to have a really, really good team.
The Major League Baseball trade deadline is on the other side of the weekend. Teams trying to see if they're just one missing piece away from contending with the World Series champion Dodgers, and the Dodgers proving they can win even without their key piece.
0-1 pitch. Swung on, hammer deep to right field. This ball's back. It is gone into the Seattle bullpen. Dalton rushing. A 3-run shot for the Dodger catcher. It is 5-0.
Dodgers topped the Seattle Mariners 6-2. Shohei Ohtani was out of the Dodgers lineup on Thursday because of lingering soreness in his left knee, the same one that kept him from pitching for close to a month. Meanwhile, the Giants beat the Padres to snap San Diego's 5-game win streak, and the Boston Red Sox improved to 25-5 in the last 30 games with a 5-4 win over the Athletics. In the WNBA, the Minnesota Lynx rolled to a win over the Toronto Tempo, 104-72. The Chicago Sky topped the Connecticut Sun, 94-88. And in a battle of the last two WNBA champs, Las Vegas edged the New York Liberty 104-99.
In local sports, Wilder Baseball Club senior 18U team came up short Thursday, falling to Mexico 4-1 in tournament play at the Babe Ruth World Series in Missouri. Mexico grabbed the early lead with a run in the first inning and added another in the third before pulling away late. Karsten Sabol started on the mound for Wilder, pitching into the sixth inning while allowing 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Offensively, Wilder was held to just 2 hits. Easton Fisher drove in the team's only run and went 1 for 3 at the plate. Fisher and Hunter Tennell accounted for Wilder's 2 hits. Wilder looks to bounce back today. They take on Stafford, Virginia in the next pool play game. Port Angeles lefties dropped the series finale to the Victoria Harbor Cats last night, 5-1. The lefties collected 8 hits but stranded 11 runners and couldn't capitalize after scoring their only run in the second inning. PA is back at Civic Field, opening up a series against the Springfield Drifters tonight. And Dalton Rushing hit a 3-run homer. Teoscar Hernandez added a solo shot, and the L.A. Dodgers beat the Seattle Mariners 6-2 last night. The Mariners fell to 23-33 on the road, where they haven't won a series since the end of May. Mariners head home to open up a series tonight against the Minnesota Twins. We take the air at 6 o'clock here on KONP, brought to you by Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Sail away to Victoria, BC this summer with Black Ball Ferry Line. A perfect blend of local culture, natural beauty, and world-class attractions. Save with hotel and ferry packages from only $149 per person based on double occupancy. Plus, add on popular attractions like the Butchart Gardens, traditional afternoon tea, and more. Embark on your next adventure with Black Ball Ferry Line. Visit cohoferry.com today.
News Radio KONP Business.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The positivity on Wall Street today that investors have been talking about really comes thanks in part to strong sales at Amazon Web Services. On the other hand, Apple talking about a chip shortage. That's not helping that stock. And Reddit shares under serious pressure, suffering their worst intraday ever after failing to announce new data licensing agreements in its latest earnings report. Investors were hoping to see a shift to data deals for AI training. Deere & Company has rejected a UAW counteroffer that exceeds its 2-year contract extension proposal ahead of a scheduled August 23rd union vote. Company citing a drop in ag equipment demand and an uncertain market outlook. Current collective bargaining agreement with the UAW is set to expire in fall of 2027. Netflix hit hard with a $105 million lawsuit after losing a hard drive that contained an unreleased Nicolas Cage movie, the World War II thriller Fortitude. Netflix says it received the film without proper industry standard safeguards. Denise Pellegrini, Bloomberg Radio.
Wacker Neuson Construction Equipment is built to tackle the toughest jobs, and Leeds Farm Supply in Sequim has you covered. Whether you need a powerful excavator, a hard-working skid steer, or want to special order the exact Wacker Neuson machine to fit your needs, you'll find expert service every step of the way. For contractors, landowners, and everyone who gets the job done right, trust Leeds Farm Supply. Locally owned and operated since 1999. Stop by today and see why quality equipment starts at Leeds Farm Supply.
Your birth experience should feel like yours. Come meet the midwives who can make that happen. Meet Our Midwives is a free monthly open house at Olympic Medical Center, where you can get to know our certified nurse midwives, tour our birth center, and start planning the birth that feels right for you. Join us the first Tuesday of every month at 5:30 p.m. in the Olympic Memorial Hospital Sunroom. Learn more at olympicmedical.org/meetourmidwives.
News Radio KONP, traffic and roads.
Yeah, traffic getting kind of busy out there. Port Angelo showing a lot of red marks all over the downtown on Lincoln Street as well. Some just slow down from volume, no accidents or anything. It's just picking up out there. Typical Friday afternoon. A little bit slow heading out of town, especially through the construction zones, heading towards Sequim and then out through the Morse Creek corners. But after you get through there, everything is green arrows all the way to Sequim. No problems there. And beyond Sequim, no issues on the Hood Canal Bridge right now. Ferries are running on time so far. I think they're back online. We had a little bit of a delay on the Edmonds-Kingston route earlier, but I think they're back on schedule now on that route. Heading out west on 101, not really seeing too many problems. A little bit of slowdown around Lake Crescent in the typical spots there, and it's just volume. A lot of folks out. It's summertime, yeah, and it's a Friday. Your weather forecast is calling for sunshine to continue the rest of the day today. Highs will be in the 70s. Going to cloud up a bit tonight. Lows in the low to mid-50s. Rain on the way by tomorrow morning. And then some showers as we go through the rest of the day on Saturday. Highs only mid-60s. And wind's going to come out of the northwest, gusting to 30 miles per hour in the afternoon on Saturday. Clouds in the evening Saturday night, becoming partly cloudy overnight. Still a chance of showers. Low Saturday night, mid-40s to low 50s. And then Sunday's looking better, mostly sunny with a slight chance of showers. And highs are going to be in the 60s. Right now in Port Townsend in the East End, 64. Out West Forks now at 72. It's 71 in Sequim, and it's 68 degrees now here in Port Angeles out at Fairchild Airport.
A better life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Even for people who fall asleep easily, staying asleep can be difficult. You wake up, your mind starts to race, you can't turn those thoughts off. Sleep experts say there are a few things you can try. Cognitive shuffling. That's when you choose a random, impersonal, non-emotional word. Then for each letter of that word, think of as many words that begin with each letter as you can before moving on to the next one. It distracts your brain from stress. It also mimics the fragmented thought patterns that usually occur as you drift off to sleep. Sensory grounding is something else. That's when you work through things you can hear, feel, see, smell, or taste. That helps you to be in the moment instead of dwelling on the past or the future. Or just do a mental walkthrough of a place you know well. Familiar but neutral imagery that can calm the brain. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hello, I'm Jerry Stewart, and this is One Moment in America. There are so many amazing stories about brave Americans in battle. But did you hear the story of the cavalry that went into battle with no horses? I'll tell you that story after this important message.
Hello, Kelly Stewart here for Liberty Village. We are so excited to be part of this 32-acre American history attraction in southern Utah that transfers visitors back to the 18th century. By visiting Liberty Village, you will experience a unique educational journey that highlights the importance of America's founding ideals. Join us as we celebrate the history and heritage that unite us. To build future exhibits, they need your support. Your gift helps support live reenactments and education to inspire future generations. You can donate by getting a legacy brick or a single donation. Find out more at libertyvillage.org. The Green Dragon Tavern is opening soon on Target this fall with exact dates to be announced later this summer. See where the Founding Fathers met and discussed their beliefs. Like who? John Hancock and Paul Revere. To plan your experience, go to libertyvillage.org or call 435-275-2850 and schedule your tour. See you there.
In 1898, when America went to war with Spain, a young man by the name of Theodore Roosevelt had quite a reputation for being a frontiersman, ready for any task. So he asked permission to form a small army of a special cavalry force to help fight that war. He put together an all-volunteer group of 1,000 horsemen who came to be known as Rough Riders. They were ready to fight, but when they were shipped to battle, their horses were left behind. A cavalry with no horses? Did they quit? No. They fought on foot up San Juan Hill and won that battle. Wow. I'm Jerry Stewart, and that was One Moment in America.
Olympic Hot Tub has more ways than ever to achieve total wellness at home. Immerse yourself in a saltwater hot spring spa and let jets melt stress away. Enjoy a refreshing swim in an endless pool swim spa. Retreat to healing warmth and detox in a Tilo sauna. Then awaken mind and body with a cold plunge. You'll be saying, ah, in no time. Your path to wellness starts today at Olympic Hot Tub. Current specials with exciting savings at OlympicHotTub.com. Better you, better life.
Your roof is your home's first line of defense. If it's showing signs of age, leaks, or storm damage, upgrade now with Tri-State Roofing. Use special promo code KONP50 and receive 50% off new gutters with your new roof, or 50% off a new skylight with your roof replacement. It's the perfect opportunity to improve your home's protection, beauty, and value while saving big. At Tri-State Roofing, we install quality roofing systems backed by expert craftsmanship and outstanding customer service. Our flexible financing options means the roof you need has never been more affordable. Call the local team your neighbors trust. 360-208-2222. That's 360-208-2222. Mention promo code KONP50 to receive 50% off gutters with your new roof, or 50% off a skylight with your roof replacement. Tri-State Roofing. Quality you can trust. Protection that lasts.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
They say money can't buy happiness, but have you ever walked across brand new floors in your socks? McCrory Carpet One's huge summer clearance sale is proof that happiness is surprisingly affordable. Prices start at just $1 a square foot with 50,000 square feet of in-stock flooring ready for installation. Carpet, luxury vinyl, hardwood, if it's on the floor, it's priced to leave the store. Prices so low, they'll knock your socks off. Thank goodness you now have nice floors from McCrory Carpet One.
News this hour at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The Trump administration ending a Medicare subsidy.
Millions of older adults on Medicare prescription drug coverage could face higher monthly costs in 2027. The Trump administration says it has decided to end a temporary subsidy program that helped offset premiums for the past 2 years. The program was initially implemented by the Biden administration to lower Medicare Part D prescription drug costs in response to the 2022 Inflation Reduction Act. While federal officials say the financial impact will be minimal, Democrats have criticized the move as an attack on health care affordability. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
But the president says the subsidy will easily be offset by the lower drug prices he has secured.
We're achieving record discounts on prescription drugs. The prescription drugs were going through the roof for many years.
The president says during his first administration, he alerted the media.
I called a news conference. I was so proud of myself, and I said, ladies and gentlemen, the first time in 28 years drug prices have gone down from January till the end of December.
At that same cabinet meeting, the president today said he puts the blame on Minnesota officials when it comes to 30 water systems that apparently were hacked with cyber attacks, not Iranians like many people are speculating.
Today, I just want to mention that we heard in Minnesota there was a cyber attack, and they blame it on Iran. I don't think so. I blame it on Minnesota because they're grossly incompetent. There was a cyber attack of 30 water plants, and I would blame it on Minnesota and the governor, the corrupt governor of Minnesota. They like to say, oh, it's Iran. Iran should be so lucky. Iran's got bigger problems than worrying about Minnesota.
On Wall Street, the Dow right now up by about 300 points. The NASDAQ up by 218, just about an hour from the closing bell. More of these stories at Town Hall.
Full speed into summer, and if you're thinking about buying a home this year, here's what you need to do first. Get pre-qualified, not once you found the house, now before you even start looking. Here's why. In this market, houses sell in days, sometimes hours. The buyers who win aren't the ones with the highest offer. They're the ones already approved, ready to move, with a lender who can actually close. If you're not pre-qualified, you're a week behind. Maybe that house is gone. Well, I want to tell you about Fellowship Home Loans. For over 20 years, my friends Mike and Brian, guys that I've worked with, they've built Fellowship around one thing, getting loans done for real families with unique situations. They use programs and options that typical lenders don't take the time to explore. Down payment solutions that fit the way people actually live. Everything's done in-house, one roof, one team, all with a servant-led mentality. Get pre-qualified today. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G or call 800-510-MIKE. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
Here's one bag that never had much of a chance of getting through airport security.
A set of stolen Civil War-era cannonballs was discovered in a passenger's suitcase during a routine security screening at an Alabama airport. The Federal Transportation Security Administration said the relics were discovered at Gulf Shores International Airport on July 18th. A TSA agent opened the luggage and found 5 small cannonballs wrapped in paper towels. TSA says the cannonballs were inactive. Police determined they were stolen from Fort Morgan and Gulf Shores and dated to the American Civil War. Keith Peters reporting.
Experts say they're concerned about a resurgence in the popularity of tanning among young adults. As social media has helped tanning in general make a comeback, the American Cancer Society predicts more than 100,000 new melanomas will be diagnosed in the U.S. in 2026. More than 8,000 will be fatal. Breaking news at townhall.com. New York City's mayor has a lot of wealthy people in Manhattan upset, and Laura Winters explains why.
Democrat Socialist Mayor Zoran Mamdani has some of New York City's wealthiest residents very upset over a planned pied-à-terre tax on their apartments. The mayor releasing the names of people whose townhomes are worth north of $5 million and whose condos are worth more than $1 million. When Mamdani campaigned for office, he promised to tax the rich.
And he is following through on that promise, has a lot of wealthy people moving out of New York as a result. Anthropic says its AI models hacked into 3 organizations during testing that came just days after OpenAI said its AI models went rogue and actually hacked into another company as well. The company says it launched large-scale cybersecurity reviews in response to that report and found their own company had its own problems. You'll find more on these stories at townhall.com.
This is the News Radio KONP Noon Report.
Todd live in the KONP News Center. Here's a look at what's happening on this Friday, July 31st. Clallam County officials say the county jail remains safe, but after nearly 5 decades of service, they're warning the community it's time to begin planning for its replacement. Sheriff Brian King says the 46-year-old facility was built on unstable ground near a creek and has developed ongoing structural problems over the years, including settling and cracking. While repairs have kept the jail operational, King says those fixes won't last forever.
I want to stress the jail is still safe. It's coming to its life's end. And doing some strategic planning and letting the community know that this is a real issue that really we need to face in the next 10 years about rebuilding a new jail.
Chief Corrections Deputy Don Wenzel says the jail also no longer meets the way modern correctional facilities operate. Designed primarily for secure detention in the late 70s, today's jail must also accommodate treatment programs, mental health services, reentry planning, attorneys, and community service providers, functions the building was never designed to support. County officials have already bought some property near Fairchild Airport. They could someday serve as a site for a replacement jail, although no construction timeline has been established. King says replacing the jail will be expensive, but he believes it's an investment in public safety and rehabilitation.
We value safe neighborhoods, we value the system, and we believe that jails can be institutions of positive change, where people are incentivized to make good decisions about their future and about our community safety, then we're going to have to modernize.
King says the county is also working with lawmakers and statewide law enforcement organizations, exploring ways the legislature could start helping counties finance modern jail facilities in the future. Clallam County hoping to speed up residential construction by applying for a state grant aimed at streamlining the building permit process. The Department of Commerce grant would help pay for consultants already working with the county to improve permit reviews, while also funding additional digitization efforts designed to reduce processing times. Here's Community Development Deputy Director Tim Havel on the purpose of the grant.
It's a grant looking to help communities streamline their residential building permit process and bring the timelines down. So the intention, if we're awarded this grant, is to use some of that money for a consultant we're already paying for, and then also support us in some of our digitization efforts.
Community Development Director Bruce Emery says permit turnaround times are already strong now, but they want to improve the system before development activity might pick up again. He told county commissioners this week faster permitting isn't just about convenience for builders, it's also about addressing the region's housing shortage.
Because anyone in business knows time is money, and it's very critical. Time is also units. It's also housing. And so we want to keep that level of efficiency up and improve where we can.
The grant application due to the Department of Commerce by today. After a 12-year hiatus, one of Port Angeles' signature summer festivals is making a return this weekend. Arts in Action kicks off tonight with a free Concerts on the Pier performance by Sound Advice before expanding into a full weekend festival Saturday and Sunday in downtown Port Angeles. The Juan de Fuca Foundation for the Arts is reviving the event, which began in 1965 and last took place in 2014. JFFA Executive Director Carrie Chance says the timing just felt right to bring the festival back now.
We just thought, this is the year, like, we've got to do this. We're feeling like we want to get people together. We want joy and invigoration and excitement, and so here it is.
Laurel Street will be closed from the ferry terminal to the fountain starting this morning as crews prepare the festival grounds. The weekend will feature artists, live music, food vendors, interactive art demos, a family creative zone, local performers on multiple stages. You can get a full rundown of the events available at our website. Look for this story there at myclallamcounty.com. More news after this.
Looking for the perfect place to enjoy your next chapter? Come tour Lavender Meadows in Sequim, featuring beautiful, affordable homes for active 55-plus living. Enjoy modern, low-maintenance living, plus pickleball courts, a community garden, and clubhouse gatherings.
Hey folks, this is Courtney over at Lavender Meadows. We hope to see you soon to check out our 8 new floor plans. Don't forget to ask us about our lease-to-own options.
Come home to Lavender Meadows. Visit lavendermeadowsmhc.com.
Stop by Poway Treasure Trap. We're located in the front of Easy Pond in downtown Port Angeles. We have a fun selection of gifts to choose from. Everything from our best-selling leather journals to anime figures and fun pop culture gifts. We also have hard-to-find collectible swords for fantastic displays. And you've got to check out our adult humor section in our front mezzanine that's full of not safe for work gag gifts guaranteed to spark laughter. Easy Pond in downtown Port Angeles.
Do you have an old wood stove or fireplace insert you'd like to remove? Orca offers financial incentives to get rid of those smoky old burners. Receive $500 just to recycle an old wood stove and get up to $2,200 if you convert to an electric heat pump, ducted or ductless, and $1,000 if you replace that old wood burner with a pellet stove or electric fireplace. Visit orca.org for more details. That's ORCAA.org.
In other news, the U.S. Department of Education demanding Washington State change how schools share student records with parents, saying its current policies may conflict with federal law. Federal officials say Washington must explain how it plans to revise its policies following recent court rulings involving parental rights and student privacy. The department argues schools should not withhold information from parents and warns violations of federal student privacy laws could put federal education funding at risk. State Superintendent of Schools Chris Reichdahl called the demand a political stunt, saying Washington has complied with the federal investigation by providing thousands of documents. The dispute comes as Washington voters prepare to decide ballot measures this fall involving parental rights in schools and transgender student policies. Washington State ramping up its wildfire response as dozens of large fires continue to burn across the Pacific Northwest, already stretching firefighting resources well before the peak of the fire season. State Forester George Geisler says that Washington is already experiencing conditions typically seen later in August with dry weather and no significant relief in the forecast. He's already ordered a ready reserve activation for qualified firefighting personnel and says 100 National Guard members will be deployed to support fire operations. Washington faces a significant challenge in meeting its next greenhouse gas emissions target by 2030. That, according to new projections presented to the Washington Climate Partnership, state officials say emissions must fall sharply over the next 3.5 years, with transportation expected to be the biggest hurdle. Vehicles account for about 40% of the state's greenhouse gas emissions, and experts say adoption of electric vehicles must accelerate to meet the long-term climate commitment goals. Officials also warned the growing electricity demand from data centers and a lack of new transmission infrastructure could slow progress. Washington, historically a net exporter of electricity, may need to import more clean energy to meet future demand. And the Washington Supreme Court has ruled that Washington State University has a legal duty to help protect students from foreseeable harm caused by fraternity hazing. The 5-4 decision this week follows a lawsuit filed by the family of 19-year-old Sam Martinez. Martinez died in 2019 after a hazing event at the Gamma Chi fraternity house in Pullman. His family argues WSU knew about previous hazing concerns but failed to take action. The court said the university's close relationship with fraternities could create a duty of care, even for incidents at off-campus chapter houses. Attorneys for the Martinez family say the ruling is the first of its kind by a state Supreme Court and could influence hazing cases across the country. This is News Radio KONP.
Losing a loved one is overwhelming. Your mind and your heart shut down. That's where Drennan & Ford Funeral Home and Crematory comes in. They took the burden off my family's shoulders and guided us through everything we needed to do. No pushy sales tactics or unanswered questions. They just held our hands and took care of everything we asked. That's why I will always recommend Drennan & Ford for end-of-life decisions. They handle the hurt like no one else can. Call 360-457-1210.
Hey, when it comes to transforming your home, color's everything. And at Angel's Milk and Hartnagel's, your favorite employee-owned stores, we've got the expertise and the perfect paint to bring your vision to life. At our stores, you'll find dedicated paint specialists ready to help you choose the right paint, stain, or coating to beautify and protect any surface. Whether it's walls, decks, cabinets, or fences, we've got the knowledge to make sure your project shines. Are you not sure which sheen to use? Need precise color matching? Or do you want to prep like a pro so every stroke sticks and lasts? No worries. From expert application tips to the best brushes and rollers, we'll set you up for success without wasting a single drop. And because paint quality matters, we proudly stock Rada and Sherwin-Williams crafted Best Look paint. Painting is one of the easiest DIY projects you can tackle, so let's make yours a masterpiece. Visit lumbertraders.com for more info, and as always, we deeply appreciate you for shopping local and employee-owned.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by All Weather Heating and Cooling. Bright sunshine expected this afternoon, with daytime highs approaching 70. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance for rain tonight, lows dip down to about 53, partly cloudy skies. Overcast tomorrow, rain likely, daytime highs approaching 64. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Sunday, decreasing clouds by Monday. Low 60s Sunday, upper 60s by Monday. A peek at the extended shows, 74 Tuesday, 73 Wednesday, and 71 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently 68.
When caring for someone you love, it's important for you to take time to rest. At Dungeness Court Memory Care, our overnight respite care offers peace of mind in a safe, family-style setting. From overnight to several weeks, your loved one receives a dedicated caregiving staff, 24-hour on-site nursing, meals, and calming activities, with all-inclusive rates starting at $325 per night. No long-term commitment, just loving care when you need it most. Call Dungeness Court Memory Care at 360-582-9309 today.
Do you have a spare bedroom in your home and you'd like to earn extra income? That unused space could provide hundreds of dollars each month while helping someone in our community find affordable housing. Olympic Home Share is a local program that helps homeowners rent spare bedrooms to carefully screened renters for stays of a month or longer. The program uses Nesterly, a nationwide home sharing platform that matches homeowners with compatible renters. Every homeowner and renter is background checked. References are verified, and Nesterly provides all the tools and support to make home sharing simple and secure. You decide the rent, the length of stay, and the house rules. Rental incomes average between $500 to $1,000 per month, and some renters may help with chores like pet sitting, yard work, or other tasks in exchange for reduced rent. Olympic Home Share has already helped create several successful local matches, and your home could be next. For more information about becoming a host, visit Olympic Home Share at portangeles.org.
Mariner Baseball this evening, 6 o'clock here on KONP, brought to you by Leeds Farm Supply and Equipment Sales. Now Robert Workman with a check of the rest of the sports.
Baseball Thursday, the first-place Dodgers drilled the Mariners 6-2. Dalton Rushing and Teoscar Hernandez went deep. A walk-off grand slam by Cody Clemens gave the Twins a 4-3 win over the Royals. Manager Derek Shelton.
I think the thing that we talk about with this team, they do not quit. They continue to go, and I don't know if there's a better testament to that than what we did in the ninth inning and what Cody did in the ninth inning.
That was just Minnesota's third hit of the day. Noah Cameron took a no-no into the seventh. Reds got a walk-off 3-2 win over the Pirates. Not quite that dramatic. Nathaniel Loeb beat the Rap on a potential double-play grounder, allowing Ellie De La Cruz to score. Giants topped the Padres 4-1. That ends San Diego's 5-game winning streak. Rays shaded the Rangers 3-2 on a Cedric Mullins blast in the eighth. Red Sox got back-to-back jacks in the eighth from Wilyer Abreu and Wilson Contreras on consecutive pitches to push past the A's 5-4. White Sox flipped the Yankees 2-1 in 11 innings. This one was scoreless through 9 and ended on a bases-loaded walk. Cubs got run-scoring doubles from Alex Bregman and Ian Happ in the 10th to clip the Cardinals 4-2. Mets down the Marlins 4-2, and the Braves rally past the Nationals 5-4. NFL training camp news. Reports say the 49ers are bringing back wideout Deebo Samuel on a one-year deal. The former All-Pro was traded to Washington last year, but a spate of training camp injuries to the receiving corps led San Francisco to pursue a reunion with the 7-year veteran. That's Friday Sports.
Don't miss Unity of Effort, the premier military and first responder appreciation celebration, Saturday, August 8th in Sequim. This free community celebration, presented by Security Services Northwest, kicks off at 10 a.m. with live performances on stage starting at noon. Come early with friends and family, tour emergency vehicles, meet military, law enforcement, and first responders. Plus, catch the squadron of military and emergency helicopters flying in. Unity of Effort features delicious food and amazing live performances throughout the day by 5 bands, including guitar and rock vocal virtuoso Lita Ford.
You know I like dancing with you.
Celebrate our first responders August 8th with Unity of Effort. This is a free community event at Security Services Northwest headquarters in Sequim. Go to unityofeffort.org.
News Radio KONP Business.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. It's been a mixed picture for some big stocks today. Positivity in the air on Wall Street today, thanks in part to Amazon with blowout sales results at Amazon Web Services. On the other hand, Apple shares under pressure. The iPhone maker warning chip shortages are turning out to be worse than thought. Meantime, sleep apnea biotech company Apnimed is raising an eye-opening $192 million today in a bigger than expected IPO. Apnimed is developing an oral tablet to treat obstructive sleep apnea. Semaphore says T-Mobile's U.S. executives are trying to hang up on a big telecom merger. The execs telling the company's controlling shareholder Deutsche Telekom they no longer support a proposed $300 billion merger between the two companies. OpenAI isn't the only AI that hacked into another company when it wasn't supposed to. Now there's word rival Anthropic's Claude AI accessed the internet and breached 3 organizations during cybersecurity tests that went awry. Denise Pellegrini, Bloomberg Radio.
What's as beautiful as a sunny summer day? A summer sale big enough to make you step inside Angelus Furniture for their huge Beauty Rest sale. Right now, you'll find the Beauty Rest Level 1 Medium Tight Top Queen Mattress for only $679. Step it up a notch to the Level 2 Medium Tight Top or Extra Firm Top Mattress for just $949. These deals aren't all they have in store either. Get the refreshing sleep you deserve today on your brand new Beauty Rest, only at Angelus Furniture.
From ABC News Tech Trends. Getting the most out of AI may take a whole lot of human expertise. In fact, Microsoft is betting billions on it. Rodrigo Catalima is the president of the brand new Microsoft Frontier Company.
What we have been doing is we've been landing these crews with customers to select some of these workflows, map them, and try to redesign this using AI.
More than 6,000 experts available to be embedded in organizations that want to go way beyond just introducing an AI tool or two.
They're saying, help me completely rethink this because I'm not after doing it 20% cheaper or reducing the time to market, 20%. They're saying, maybe it's 80%.
And ready to use any AI model from any company to try to find the right fit for the job. With Tech Trends, Dave Packer, ABC News.
They say money can't buy happiness, but have you ever walked across brand new floors in your socks? McCrory Carpet One's huge summer clearance sale is proof that happiness is surprisingly affordable. Prices start at just $1 a square foot with 50,000 square feet of in-stock flooring ready for installation. Carpet, luxury vinyl, hardwood, if it's on the floor, it's priced to leave the store. Prices so low, they'll knock your socks off. Thank goodness you now have nice floors from McCrory Carpet One.
Tropical storm Genevieve has lost a bit of punch, downgraded from a hurricane, but the storm's out in the Pacific, and it's whipping up some potential problems for a long stretch of the West Coast.
Dangerous waves and high surf stretching hundreds of miles along the California coast. Genevieve churning through the Pacific, creating massive swells and life-threatening rip currents. In the past week, the Los Angeles County Fire Department has conducted thousands of water rescues. Lifeguards on boats and jet skis rushing in to save struggling swimmers. The National Weather Service has issued a high surf advisory through Saturday night.
In today's Medical Minute, health, your brain health and diet.
New Harvard University research finds that following certain healthy diets may help support brain health over time. Researchers looked at several popular eating patterns, including the Mediterranean diet, DASH diet, and the MIND diet, all ways of eating that emphasize fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, and lean proteins while limiting red meat and ultra-processed foods. People who most closely followed these diets had lower rates of cognitive decline as they aged, including for memory, concentration, and thinking skills. Experts say following a plant-based diet may help reduce inflammation and support healthy blood flow to the brain. The study also suggests consistency over time matters and may be the key to reaping long-term benefits.
ABC Entertainment News.
But seriously, I actually have a way normal...
As if. Cher Horowitz is coming back to our screens. Paramount Plus has greenlit a Clueless sequel series, starring and executive produced by Alicia Silverstone. The new series finds Cher 30 years after the events of the cult classic film, as she navigates parenting a teenager of her own. The series will begin production in 2027.
Leanne Murphy is turning...
Netflix has released the trailer for the second season of Leanne. New episodes of the comedy series find Leanne moving her aging parents into her home, all in the lead up to her 60th birthday. Leanne returns to the streamer on August 27th.
I'm here to marry.
We also have our first trailer for the fantasy romance film Wicker. The new film stars Olivia Colman as a woman who crafts a husband made of wicker, played by Alexander Skarsgård. It comes to select theaters October 23rd. And happy birthday to Grammy Award winner Zach Brown. Wayne Cabot, ABC News.
Right now, somewhere near you, a camera snapped your license plate. One of almost 120,000 privately owned traffic cams nationwide. Legal? Yes. And that's the problem. I'm Kim Commando for Incogni. Data brokers collect your personal information, package it up, and sell it to anyone with a credit card. Take yourself off the market at privacykim.com. Most of these cams belong to Flock Safety, a private tech company out of Atlanta. Not the only player, just the biggest. Their cameras scan billions of plates every month. In all 50 states, anyone can record what's visible in public. Your car, your tag, straight into Flock's database. Police usually need a warrant to track a specific person, but your daily routine, where you go, when, how often, all anyone needs is a paid subscription. You're not a suspect, you're inventory. They named it Flock for a reason. To them, we're all sheep. That's bad news for your privacy. Join a million folks who get my free newsletter every single day to stay tech ahead. It's 5-star rated. You need this at getkim.com. Thousands of places on the internet, there's a file with your name on it. Inside, your home address, your cell number, the email you only give to people you trust. It knows your medical conditions, your age, how you vote, where you drive, your kids' names, and a lot more. You didn't write it, you can't read it, but anyone with a credit card can buy it. That file is the product of a multi-billion-dollar industry called data brokers. None of it was stolen. Your file is collected, packaged, and sold legally. Every scam call, every phishing text that knows too much about you, someone paid for your file. Last year, Americans lost a record $20 billion to fraud. Scammers didn't get lucky. They got prepared. I did something about my file. I use Incogni. Incogni goes broker by broker and forces each one to delete your file. Those opt-in forms they bury, Incogni finds them. And when your data tries to creep back, and it always does, Incogni wipes it again. Go to privacykim.com right now for an exclusive 60% off. That's privacykim.com.
I'm John Tesh, and coming up,
I have a new longevity test you can do at home, and it only takes 10 seconds, but the results are crucial. I'll share that self-test next in today's Intelligence for Your Life Minute.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, get any size mattress for one low price, starting at $249.99. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
All right, my friends, I have a longevity test you can do at home. It only takes 10 seconds. It's called the Flamingo test. All you got to do is balance on one leg for 10 seconds, then do the other leg so you look like a flamingo. I don't think I could pass this. The study was published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. Over 20% of the study participants failed this flamingo test. And when the scientists followed up after 7 years, those who had failed the test were 84% more likely to have died. So why is this balance so crucial? Because poor balance significantly raises the risk of falls, broken bones, and head injuries. The good news, it's never too late to improve your balance. You just spend a couple of minutes a day balancing on each leg. Another good thing to try is Harvard Medical School suggests cycling. I'm John Tesh with today's Intelligence for Your Life Minute.
Need a new roof? Save big with Tri-State Roofing. For a limited time, mention promo code KONP50 and get 50% off new gutters with your new roof or 50% off a new skylight with your roof replacement. Protect your home with expert installation, quality materials, and a team you can trust. Financing available. Tri-State Roofing, 360-208-2222 and mention KONP50.
Tri-State Roofing, we got you covered.
Bathfitter is celebrating over 42,000 installations in Western Washington. That's 42,000 bathrooms made safer, cleaner, and more stylish. Right now, get free installation and no interest financing for 24 months on the bathroom of your dreams. Custom fit tub and shower solutions installed in as little as 1 day with complete removal of your old setup, backed by a lifetime warranty. Visit bathfitternw.com for your free consultation. Special financing for qualified buyers only.
The North Olympic Peninsula's news station. News Radio KONP Port Angeles Squim. AM 1450, FM 101.7 and 101.3. A Radio Pacific station.
From ABC News, I'm Chuck Severson. One of the 60,000 migrants who crossed the border entering a Spanish region from Morocco in the past 24 hours. He says, I want to stay.
But your people don't want us.
Spain's government and local officials say about 48,000 have gone back voluntarily. The initial wave sparked debate and an accusation from the U.S. chief executive.
It's just invading the country. And what that is weak law, bad management, but very liberal law.
ABC's James Longman.
Why is this happening now? Well, it could be for a few reasons. Only a few weeks ago, Spain's Supreme Court ruled that those who reach the area by sea cannot be immediately returned without due process. It's unclear if any of these people will be able to claim asylum or reach mainland Europe.
Italy says it's temporarily suspending its free movement border deal with Spain. President Trump says he's losing faith in the Iran negotiations after having described the talks for some time now optimistically and saying Iran desperately wants to make a deal. Rising oil prices worsen worries about inflation, huge spring profits reported by American oil companies. The president announcing a deal with Israel and Hamas, but Hamas says it will disarm only if a Palestinian state is created, something Israel adamantly rejects. FBI investigating cyber attacks targeting dozens of water plants in Minnesota. U.S. officials saying preliminary findings suggest Iran may be responsible. ABC's Christiane Cordero.
There are at least 7 states that have reported similar activity, Wisconsin being another one of them. We don't have the details as far as how widespread this is, but, when you start hearing of this trend, then it becomes a little bit complicated on how to parse through what are legitimate reports that are consistent with these exact findings versus ones that may seem consistent on the surface, but when you really dig deeper, it may be something else, even a technical glitch, for example.
You're listening to ABC News.
Well, it's official. My friends have all switched to Pure Talk because I told them they could save a bunch of money on a super reliable high-speed network with unlimited data. And because they're my friends, they trust me. As for the rest of you, well, Pure Talk understands that even though you might like me, you're not just going to take my word for it, nor should you. For that reason, and for a very limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited plan that normally sells for $65 a month. Think of it like a test drive, a super simple way to save $150 while you kick the tires on Pure Talk's blazing fast network, and a fine way to see for yourself why I switched from big wireless, along with a few 100,000 of my closest friends. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and be connected to Pure Talk's friendly U.S. customer service team. Again, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
New actions against businesses in China.
The Department of Homeland Security blocked 43 Chinese-based companies from having their products enter the United States, making it the single largest state blockage of Chinese forced labor goods in U.S. history. The companies that were blocked from doing business in the United States are in the aluminum, apparel, copper, cotton, and tomato sectors. The Department of Homeland Security says blocking these companies is a matter of national security. Luke Barr, ABC News, Washington.
Wildfires driving nearly 250,000 people out of their homes and vacation sites in the south of France. As a heat dome puts around 70 million people under warnings across much of the West, the Pacific Northwest is dealing with heat and wildfires. ABC News forecaster Sam Champion.
Oregon may be started on what could be their worst fire season in history. That's how hot and dry it's been here. What makes this worse? Wind gusts anywhere from 40 to 75 miles per hour.
Dangerous waves, high surf are spreading for hundreds of miles up and down the California coast. Tropical storm Genevieve has been downgraded from a hurricane but is still causing potentially dangerous conditions. Los Angeles County Fire Lifeguard Division Captain Pono Barnes.
Those rip currents that were pulling will be pulling even harder because the bottom is going to be all torn up from that large surf. I don't see it slowing down. I would say this is going to be one of the busiest summers we've had in a while, yeah.
Rock legend Patti Smith, wearing a crucifix necklace, met today with Pope Leo at the Vatican. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
Caring for a loved one takes heart and sometimes a helping hand. Our Adult Day Stay program provides a safe, supportive environment with meals, activities, and on-site nursing care from just 30 minutes up to 10 hours with no minimum commitment for only $25 an hour.
Care for your loved one and peace of mind for you. This is Andy McGill, Executive Director at Dungeness Court Memory Care. Call 360-582-9309 to schedule a free assessment today.
Got an old wood stove or fireplace insert you'd like to remove? Orca offers financial incentives to get rid of those smoky old burners. Receive $500 just to recycle an old wood stove, and get up to $2,200 if you convert to an electric heat pump, ducted or ductless, and $1,000 if you replace that old wood burner with a pellet stove or electric fireplace. Visit orcaa.org for more details.
KONP News brought to you by RE/MAX Evergreen Real Estate. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. 457-6600. Clallam County is applying for a state grant to help speed up residential building permits. The funding would support more digital processing and consultants who are already working to streamline reviews, with county leaders saying faster permits would help address the region's housing shortage as development increases. Well, after a 12-year break, Arts in Action returns to downtown Port Angeles this weekend. The free festival kicking off Friday night with the special concerts on the pier. And then Saturday and Sunday, Laurel Street in downtown Port Angeles will be blocked. And there'll be plenty of artists, live music, and food there, all free.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by Olympic Game Farm. Bright sunshine expected this afternoon with daytime highs approaching 71. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, lows dip down to about 53. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Tomorrow, chance for rain. High temperatures reach up to 64. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Sunday, decreasing clouds by Monday. Low 60s. Sunday, upper 60s by Monday. A peek at the extended shows, 74 Tuesday, 73 Wednesday, and 71 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently, it's 65 degrees.
And now, live from the KONP studio in Uptown Port Angeles, it's the Girl Friday Show with Steph and Amanda.
So blackberries being mentioned here. I wonder why.
No idea.
This is the band Fisher.
Fisher?
As in like pepper back in the back.
Pea-fish?
Yeah, Pea-fish. Yeah, so welcome to the Girl Friday show on the last Friday of July, which I have no idea how it's the last Friday of July. This went by crazy fast. It is I, Amanda Bacon, who I like blackberries a lot.
I like them the most, actually. Blackberries, then blueberries, then strawberry and raspberry are pretty much tied, but I like blackberries the most.
I'm a cherry girl.
I'm the flavor of the blackberries. I'm actually less of a fan of eating them because they're so seedy.
Oh, I do love seedy things.
Yeah, but in a
You should
pie.
meet my ex-boyfriend. Also, as you can hear on the on the mic over there is Stephanie Ray.
Hi.
Who has now given us her feel of berry knowledge.
Berry
We're
knowledge.
very, very sweet. Today we are going to be talking with two of the people from the Blackberry Festival, also known as Joyce Days.
Joyce Days.
And if you'll note, I'm wearing
You did.
my berry
You are.
sweatshirt.
I love that.
Thank
Strawberry
you.
shortcake and friends.
And Friends, because it has the blackberry strawberry shortcake
Yes.
on it.
Yes.
So
And
that
then-
would be blackberry shortcake?
Yeah, strawberry in the
know.
middle, and then I'm not, whatever the side
Lime
one is.
cake? I don't know what she is, but she's cute. Watermelon, maybe? I don't know. But we're going to have Julie Helgeson and Trisha Lovegren on the show today. We're going to be chatting with them about this weekend's Blackberry Days, or Joyce Days, Blackberry Festival.
But highly, the content of the Joyce Days is blackberries.
Only been a long-standing festival that I can't seem to ever get the name right of.
That's
but,
all right.
Girl Friday show brought to us each and every Friday by our friends at Hook and Line and Cocapelli. And by our friends over at Fogtown Coffee. Now,
let's just get this
you might
right-
notice
right
if
done.
you're watching us on camera, as Jenna Maroney would say, I have water in front of me.
There's
That
a
is
reason.
Because they brought the drinks early today, and mine disappeared.
I wonder where it went.
Tis gone.
I wonder where it is.
Tis gone.
In my belly.
It's in my belly.
Get in my belly. You said that after the first drink. It was so good.
I did.
And it hit the spot. It was more like a breakfast because of it was like
blueberry pancakes.
Yeah, it was. It was. So you had the iced version, sort of what the iced version of what I have. You don't have your little sticky, do you?
No, it's the blueberry pancakes.
Yeah, it was. You can order it. It's the special. So I had a blended shake dessert version of it, and it legitimately tastes like blueberry pancakes. Mine is a
maple syrup and all, by the way.
Exactly. Mine is a blueberry maple vanilla sauce with coconut milk because I have special needs with my foods and milks. We know this. But mine is almost gone, and it's just like dessert for breakfast. It is. So you can go over, you too can have these luscious drinks. You can go over to Fogtown, which if you've never been there, they're right at 1105 East Front Street on the corner of Front and Chambers. The lovely gals over there will whip you up whatever you want, but ask about the specials. They're open 6 to 5 Monday through Saturday, 6 to 4 on Sundays. And they also have, the specials, the seasonal drinks. It's always changing, ever changing, and food. And I always forget to mention that they have so many food
Their
options.
breakfast Sammy is the best.
Oh my gosh,
Croissant
on the
thing, yeah.
croissant with the
Yeah.
bacon and the sausage and the
Stop,
cheese.
you're killing me.
I haven't eaten. This is, yeah. So anyway,
Salivating.
go see them.
I will say the only thing I would have changed about my drink is I would have made it Americano style, just because I
Oh.
really like the Americano style.
Sure.
Because there's like less milk.
Right.
And the flavors, milk, yeah. The flavors pop really, really well. So if you want to try the blueberry pancakes, maybe do it Americano style if you're like me. Because I think some people are like, yeah, I like the Americano thing.
Exactly.
Little
A
white
lot
chocolate
of
in there.
people do. A lot of people do.
I know. As a former barista, I'm going to say it's quite a popular drink.
Yeah, well, you create drinks when you go there. We have to keep you away from the counter.
No.
That's why I don't take you there. You're
Mixology.
like, let me do it.
I just want to do it.
Yeah.
Like my pencil?
What does it say? Does it say anything appropriate for the air?
Yeah, it says Palm Springs.
Oh,
But
good.
Look, it's a hypercolor one. So remember those hypercolor ones where you like...
I had the shirts.
Yeah. Yeah. Except it's typically this purple,
yeah.
and then it's heat activated. Anyway,
Oh, that's so cute. That was your souvenir from your vacation.
Sure, it's the one. The one that I got.
didn't get a single one, so don't feel bad.
I got a couple. I got a couple ornaments. I do that. When I go on vacation, I always get an ornament.
An ornament for your tree.
That has the place that I was at.
Yep, me too.
And then I write on the bottom the year.
That is so smart. I do that as well. I forget to write the year, but I'm kind of weird. And I'm like, oh, this is from, 2003. I bought this on the last day at 4:00 in the afternoon at the ABC store.
Yeah, see, I'm not that.
Yeah. There's a word.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it, shall we?
We shall.
It's time to find out what's going on this weekend in our area. Sponsored by Field Arts and Events Hall. From ball caps to ball gowns, Field Hall is entertainment for all.
All right. We've got plenty of things going on at Field Hall. Thank you to them for being the sponsor of the entertainment segment of the Girl Friday show. Each and every week, we always tell you about what's happening there first. And because I've heard that this is such a big deal, the first thing I had to do was go and look up how ticket sales were going for the Travelin' McCourys. And there are 11 seats left. So this is happening. There's stuff going on. It's packed all month long. So I'm going to bring up a couple of the big things that are selling out. This is happening on a Monday, so just a couple days away. And again, if you've heard about this, or even if you haven't, go watch them on YouTube and get a little piece of that, because it's Monday with 11 tickets left at 7:30. So you can still do that as of an hour ago. And then also coming right up next weekend on the 8th, the Pigs on the Wing perform Animals, the tribute to Pink Floyd with the light show and everything, all about Pink Floyd. So again, that's Saturday the 8th. There are some tickets left for that. That's going to be really cool. I've been to a Pink Floyd tribute show, but it was at the casino, so it wasn't elaborate in a theater like it's going to be down at Field Hall. That's going to be an experience in itself, just the light show.
in there.
Yeah, so you can get in on that. There are still tickets to that. And then you want to mark your calendars. There's a couple of other things coming up. Thursday the 13th, there's a farm-to-table wine pairing dinner with Castle and Crown Cellars. This is fancy food and drink. I mean, like really, really good stuff. And these pairing dinners always sell out. So you want to get online and check that out. And then Saturday the 15th, the Roomba Kings are playing. So you can get transported to the shores of the Mediterranean.
I love the Roomba.
You're already doing the dance over there.
Love the Roomba.
With music and passion colliding. This is the description. I love it. So all kinds of things going on at Field Hall. Check them out. And we had some information already about Titanic. That is starting tonight, opening night. Yes, Ghostlight Productions is putting on the musical sensation Titanic. We had some singing, and
if you want to hear the singing, go check out last week's podcast of the Girl Friday show.
Yeah.
They were phenomenal.
Well, we had a standing ovation out here in the window by P. Fish. He was like, and I was in production because you guys had to kick me out. There were so many great people in here, and I'm so glad I left because I could hear it all from right out there. It was like I was part of the audience. So get in on this. And it is recurring for several weeks. So it's going through 2 weeks. It looks like it's going through the 9th at the Port Angeles High School Auditorium. Go to ghostlightwa.org for tickets to that. And they're fairly inexpensive. So you can see a great performance with that. And of course, we have, like we mentioned, the Joyce Days Wild Blackberry Festival. We'll let them talk about that. But I want to talk about what I plan to do this weekend, which is go see you down at Arts in Action. Did I hear right? It's the first time in 11 or 12 years that Arts in Action is back. That is incredible.
Yes.
I heard it and I'm like, no, that can't be.
Yeah.
I thought it was just away for good and gone. That's so exciting.
It's back, baby.
So it's happening tomorrow and Sunday, and it is just exactly what it is.
It starts tonight. And
the kickoff concert, yes, is tonight, and that is at the City Pier, of course. But then Saturday and Sunday, it's all day long with all the vendors. 6 to 8, the kickoff concert featuring Sound Advice is right down at the pier. And then Saturday, it's all day, like 11 to 8 o'clock at night. And what time is BDJ playing? BD Zeppelin, BDZ. What time?
We are playing at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
So it's like going to be like
I actually know the time. Are you proud of me?
Well, this is a big one. This is the second Zeppelin tribute night. And so we play for an hour and a half or 2 hours. What is that?
Let's bring it back. 90 minutes.
An hour and a half. Okay. All right. You're like, it's not like that. Okay. So you want to see that. And again, these bands, there's little music performing all over from what I understand. In the Fountain, it's all along Laurel Street. There's a kid zone, which conveniently is located fairly near the beer garden.
That'll be handy.
I happen to notice KZ and BG on the map. And I'm like, oh, what does that stand for?
That's funny.
Taking kids down there. So
perfect.
Little ones.
Watch them.
My friends from Missouri are here. And so we had plans to take them down there and listen to you guys. And my friend says, oh, there's this artist I wanted to buy something from. I'm like, how do you know about this? What do you want? How do you know about the artist down at the Arts in Action?
Funny.
She's done her research. So Ricky, Aaron, and the kids and I are going to go down there. We're hopefully going to see the bands and you guys. But that's an all-weekend thing. So go online. The Wanda Fuca Foundation for the Arts, of course, is putting this on. It's taking it over, and it's going to be a really, really great thing. So downtown all weekend. And then again, there's all of the music in the park and Squim happening for the rest of the summer. That is on, Tuesdays? Tuesday evenings at 6 o'clock. And next week, it's Super Nostalgic. So everybody has been loving Super Nostalgic about the last year and a half. So they are playing Tuesday at the Carrie Blake Shell Music. Yeah, that thing. And then concerts on the pier are still happening through the end of August. And your band plays on the 26th.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. God, I always do that for you. You're welcome every single time. So just a few things for you to put on your calendar coming up. And, of course, lots to do this weekend.
Yes. Wow.
I know. You can't even. You're just trying to process. I see you over there scribbling.
Still have some lyrics to learn.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
Oh, did you forget?
No, not at all.
You haven't added anything to your set list, have you, that you didn't play the first time?
No.
Thank goodness.
No, because my brain would have been like, no, we're going to actually have to push out your phone number and social security number if we added any more lyrics. So,
oh my gosh.
But it's going to be super fun.
I'm excited.
All right, well, we're going to take a real quick break, and we're going to go see our friends Julie and Trisha out in the lobby. We're going to bring them in here. We're going to tell them that they're super pretty, stroke their hair, tell them they're wonderful, because I think they get a little nervous when they go on air. But also, they are.
It's just the Girl Friday show.
It's just us.
Who's listening? I'm just kidding.
I think Mom's working, so they got a good
my
point.
friends are listening. Yeah. That's about it.
So anyway, stick around. We've got lots more of the Girl Friday show coming up right after this.
Weddings, meetings, fundraisers, performances, whatever you're planning, host it at Field Hall, Port Angeles' premier waterfront conference and event center. Our versatile venue offers stunning views, custom setups, built-in tech, flexible catering options, and an experienced team ready to make your ideal event easy. Budget conscious? Ask about off-peak dates. Call 360-504-2415 or visit fieldhallevents.org/rentals to start planning.
As each season changes, one thing stays the same. Airport Garden Center is always here to help your yard and garden grow. Airport Garden Center opened for business in 1977 as a pet, plant, and feed store by Eldora and Floyd Matthews. The family-run operation continues with Mark and Betsy Matthews passionately managing the business to this day. Their family provides your family quality service, products, and expert advice for a fun, rewarding, pet and child-friendly shopping atmosphere. We love helping you plan next season by offering monthly special savings too. Go to airportgarden.biz for current specials and seasonal classes and events, or just stop on by our spacious indoor-outdoor garden center on Edgewood Drive in Port Angeles to chat with the experts. Airport Garden Center, planting knowledge, growing gardeners since 1977.
Your roof is your home's first line of defense. If it's showing signs of age, leaks, or storm damage, upgrade now with Tri-State Roofing. Use special promo code KONP50 and receive 50% off new gutters with your new roof, or 50% off a new skylight with your roof replacement. It's the perfect opportunity to improve your home's protection, beauty, and value while saving big. At Tri-State Roofing, we install quality roofing systems backed by expert craftsmanship and outstanding customer service. Our flexible financing options means the roof you need has never been more affordable. Call the local team your neighbors trust. 360-208-2222. That's 360-208-2222. Mention promo code KONP50 to receive 50% off gutters with your new roof, or 50% off a skylight with your roof replacement. Tri-State Roofing. Quality you can trust. Protection that lasts.
State Roofing, we got you covered.
Bathfitter is celebrating over 42,000 installations in Western Washington. That's 42,000 bathrooms made safer, cleaner, and more stylish. Right now, get free installation and no interest financing for 24 months on the bathroom of your dreams. Custom fit tub and shower solutions installed in as little as 1 day with complete removal of your old setup, backed by a lifetime warranty. Visit bathfitternw.com for your free consultation. Special financing for qualified buyers only.
Baby, your love's a lot like blackberry cobbler, and I can't get enough. I could eat it for breakfast, I could eat it for dinner, even supper wouldn't be too much. Back home, I'm known as a cobbler gobbler. I sure do love that stuff. And your love's a lot like blackberry cobbler, and I can't get enough.
Well, it's not quite blackberry cobbler, but it's blackberry pies. That is the theme of what we're going to be talking about this segment here on the Girl Friday Show. It is I, Amanda Bacon, here along with Stephanie Ray.
Hello.
And in studio, we are joined by Julie Helgeson. Is that right?
Julie.
What did I say?
I think you say Julia.
Oh,
I don't know.
Julie. We know it's Julie. We really do.
Julie, sorry.
No, that might have been me. I don't know. Trisha. There's an A on the end of that one. I got that one. Lovegren.
Yes.
And you guys are with Joyce Days, which is happening tomorrow.
Yes.
Welcome to the studio. What year is this for the festival?
This is the 43rd annual.
Oh, my stars.
Yes.
All right. I'm older than a festival. All right. So, Julie, I've been told you know more information, so I'm going to start with you so I can give Trisha time to get ready to jump in like double Dutch.
Okay.
So, Julie, when did you start working with the festival?
I don't know, like right after COVID.
Oh, wow.
You were bored.
Yeah.
Like,
I need to
like it was like do something.
That first year, it was like it rained, and I was helping the person that was doing the pie contest coordinator, and it rained. It was just poured down, and nobody left, because it was the only thing going on. It was great.
And, pie.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Pie.
And
we
then,
ran out of pie that way. Anyway.
Of course you did. Always run out of pie.
No, not always.
Oh, the last couple of times that I've come out to get some pie.
Because you were out there buying all the pie.
No, they were gone before I could get there.
Okay.
So, Julie, before we went on the air, we also mentioned that you were part of the festival back in the 80s.
Oh, way back when.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A big part.
I was in high school, okay, and I was one of the Joyce Days princesses back in good old 1986.
How very sweet of you. Yeah. Do you remember the theme that year? Was there a theme?
It was kind of like I don't know. We were kind of like pioneer, the.
Oh,
yeah. Sure. Yeah, it wasn't called the Joyce Days Wild Blackberry Festival. It was called the just Joyce Days Blackberry Festival.
And she's pointing to Trisha, and you have some information for us on the...
And an important point, Days is spelled D-A-Z-E.
D-A-Z-E.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, yes, I have a little timeline that one of our members put together about the history. And so it was 1996, 30 years ago, this year, that it became officially Joyce Days Wild Blackberry Festival.
Oh,
wow.
The Wild Blackberry. I forget
Well, you
that
guys
part.
out there in Joyce are a little wild, so you
Yeah,
want to
pretty
throw
much.
in the
Wildlife,
wild.
for sure.
No, which is not frozen blackberries. They're fresh.
Yes,
They're from the wild.
They are picked by local Joyce people in PA.
Yep.
It's the native trailing blackberries, not the Himalayans, the little tiny good ones.
Yes.
So you have this timeline of events. I mean, so it started, we said 40 some odd years ago, which is 80 something.
83, and I believe we only missed 1 year during COVID, so they only skipped it 1 year. Yeah.
I don't think anyone counts that as a skipping of a year.
Nope.
Nope, I don't. So tell us about this year. Is there a, we kind of talked a little bit about theme of Pioneer when in the 80s and stuff. Do you guys have a different theme each year, or is it just, we are so cool, it's just the Wild Blackberry Festival every year?
No, we don't really do a theme. We have so much going on. The pie is enough to bring most people in. We bake about 220 pies a day before the festival.
Wow.
We have a team of volunteers that get together at Crescent School and make the crust from everything's from scratch, and they bake.
That's incredible.
There's something else they bake. Other food, correct? At the festival, there's other things going on.
We have vendors. We have the Lions Club does the salmon bake.
That's where I was going with that.
Lions.
Salmon and blackberry. Oh my gosh. That's dinner and dessert right there.
Yeah,
It doesn't get any better.
No, it doesn't. I saw salmon and blackberry pies and I'm like, I'm there.
Yes, and we have 70 plus vendors. We have lots of arts crafts vendors, some food vendors. There'll be activities for children. And Julie is in charge of the Wild Blackberry Pie Contest.
Ooh, is it too late to enter?
No, you just show up with a wild blackberry pie that you made from scratch with 2 crusts, a top crust and a bottom crust.
Ooh.
You can't be a professional baker, though, are you? You're not a professional baker?
She likes to think she is.
Okay, well, I mean, like
I'm a professional
DIY at home is not the same, but if you...
No,
she does not own a bakery.
No.
Okay, yeah.
They won't let me. So there's events all day long. It's not just about the pie. So let's talk about the timeline. When do things start? What's happening throughout the day? And kind of let's touch on the list of events.
Yes. Yeah. So tomorrow morning, pie sales will start at 9 a.m. And they will go until 3 p.m. when the festival ends or until they run out.
9:04,
But we have not ran out of pie the last few years, so please come out. Don't
buy a
assume
pie.
you missed the pie just because it's a little later in the day. And then the vendors start showing up early. They also start at 9 a.m. What time do pies need to be in, Julie?
So judging starts precisely at 11, so they need to be in before that. I cut off people at 10:55.
That's smart.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it is.
And then our live entertainment, various musical acts start at 10 a.m. and that's outside the Joyce Museum. That's where our pie sales and the entertainment and the main stage are. And then the salmon bake, I believe, starts at 11:30, but the Lions Club will also be selling, I believe, breakfast sandwiches earlier in the morning. So if you want to come out and get a delicious breakfast sandwich, they'll have those. And then our grand parade, everybody waits for, is at 1 o'clock. And that runs from Crescent School, and it goes east all the way to downtown Joyce, past the store and the museum.
Oh, nice.
And that lasts about an hour.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good sized parade for a small town.
Yes.
Wow.
So is there some sort of mustache competition that's happening?
Beard contest.
It's a beard contest!
Just show up with the longest beard? What is this?
Several years ago, I got to do the mustache competition. Like, wasn't participating in it.
Okay.
I mean, perimenopause is rough, but it wasn't that rough.
Not that long.
But yeah, I got to help judge.
One of our members, her husband, Mike Gordon, has decided to take this on this year and bring back a new activity. It's not a mustache, it's a beard. I know we had the mustache contest, so he's bringing a beard contest this year. And so you can find information about that on our Facebook page and our website, JoyceDaze, DAZE.org. And there's more information there. Am I forgetting something, Julie?
I don't think so.
Oh, our raffle.
Oh, yeah.
We do have a raffle.
Buttons. Sell the buttons. We got buttons for sale.
$2 a piece. And you have to be present to win. So at the very end of the festival at 3 o'clock, we do the raffle drawing for the buttons. And first prize this year is $100.
Hey.
Second prize is $50. And third prize is a pie.
Oh my gosh, I would want to win third prize.
Or you can just take...
Or you could take your first prize and buy it.
Yeah,
right.
Pies. Yeah.
And are there any bedazzled shirts like you have? Because this is darling.
I made this.
Of course you did.
That's amazing.
I mean,
it matches everything.
It got made, and then I said, you know what? I need to bedazzle.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
It's a good...
Matches her glass. I wish you could see her. Matches her glasses, her earrings. It just and it's black. It's the color of blackberries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Well, before we wrap things up, I have a little outro that I want you guys to hear. I'm pretty excited. I found this on the interwebs, which is, a vast, vast playground of silliness. But let's just do a real quick recap again. Joyce Days happening tomorrow, Saturday, August 1st, as I like to say, starting at
9 a.m.
And then festivities till
3 o'clock. The festival ends at 3 o'clock. Parade is at 1 o'clock.
And then a whole bunch of fun stuff in between.
Tons of vendors, 70 plus vendors, pie, music.
And as people who might not have been to Joyce or might be new to the area and don't know and thinking, jeepers, where's this at in Joyce? I promise you, if you drive into Joyce, you will find it.
Yeah, you can't miss Joyce if you drive on 112. You just keep going soon enough, you're going to reach Joyce.
And I'm assuming they'll be closing the road for a certain period of time for the parade. For anybody that is happening to drive through, don't you have to close that?
So
they detour.
Right up my alley. So for the parade, we have a detour route.
Okay.
So if you're coming to Joyce Days and the parade's already started, you're fine. We have a detour route, takes you around 112 and back. You'll be okay. We'll get you there.
Good to know.
And then people that are traveling through that way, we got you. You're not going to get stuck on either side of Joyce. And Joyce is about 15 miles from town. Take 101 west and then turn on to 112 and just keep going west for about 12 more miles and you'll see us.
I love it.
Yeah.
You'll see about 1,500 people there or
Yep.
more.
Yeah,
gathered.
can't miss it.
It'll be great. Julie, Trisha, is there anything else that I maybe didn't remember to ask you?
I just want to put out there that we're all part of this Joyce Days committee, putting the Joyce Days together, and we're always looking for people to help volunteer, and so we're putting that. I just want to put that out there that we could always use help, and you can come to one of our meetings happening during the year. We have monthly meetings, and if you're
go to our website.
Go to our website and just hit us up.
Yeah, it's a one-day event.
Yeah,
And we
it's
don't
not
have
even
a ton
all
of
day.
meetings.
It's just
Exactly.
It's short, and it takes a lot of people to put that together.
It does.
It's a lot happening.
It'd be great
Very
to get
good.
more involvement.
Sure.
From people.
Yeah.
And it involves pie.
Yes, it
And,
does.
if you
And
are
salmon.
helping to bake
Yeah.
and volunteer with the pies, you might learn a couple of tips and tricks for your own pies at home. All right, so as we go, I want you to hear this song, just part of a song that I found on the interwebs.
I love you, Joyce. You'll live forever.
That's awesome. I mean, it's a love song about a woman named Joyce, but really?
My sweetest one.
Spelled the same.
Yeah.
She's my sacred place.
How long have you spent finding this song?
Without you, I drift. With you, I soar. Joyce, you're the dream I'm living for.
Pretty much. That pretty much wraps it up. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You're welcome. All right, we'll stick around. We're going to see if we can get Chef Michael on the phone from Kokopelli and maybe talk a little bit about what he's got cooking this weekend. Next on the Girl Friday Show.
Attention all moms-to-be. North Olympic Healthcare Network's board-certified physicians specializing in family medicine with obstetrics are here to guide and support you on your pregnancy journey. We provide personalized, compassionate care focused on building a long-lasting relationship before, during, and after pregnancy. From pre-pregnancy planning to childbirth to primary care for your whole family, we're with you for the journey. To learn more, visit nohn-pa.org/obstetrics.
With so many choices for deliveries, how convenient is it that you've got an option for the perfect cup of Joe too? Fogtown Coffee in Port Angeles delivers. We offer a no-cost delivery for orders to businesses of $20 or more within city limits. Call 360-504-3509 for delivery or download the Joe Coffee app. Just text coffee to 474747 and order ahead for store pickup. You can even schedule a specific time. Fogtown Coffee on Front Street, your front door coffee delivery headquarters.
Looking for the perfect place to enjoy your next chapter? Come tour Lavender Meadows in Sequim, featuring beautiful, affordable homes for active 55-plus living. Enjoy modern, low-maintenance living, plus pickleball courts, a community garden, and clubhouse gatherings.
Hey folks, this is Courtney over at Lavender Meadows. We hope to see you soon to check out our 8 new floor plans. Don't forget to ask us about our lease-to-own options.
Come home to Lavender Meadows. Visit lavendermeadowsmhc.com.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. Creating a stir, 60,000 migrants who crossed the border entering a Spanish region from Morocco in the past 24 hours. Though Spain's government and local officials say about 48,000 have gone back voluntarily, the initial wave sparked debate and an accusation from the U.S. chief executive.
If we're not in office, our country will be invaded at levels that made Spain look small time.
On the ground, officials are describing it as absolute chaos, with the head of the local security force describing it as a border collapse.
ABC's Britt Clennett. President Trump says he's losing faith in the Iran negotiations. Rising oil prices worsen worries about inflation. Huge spring profits reported by American oil companies. The president announcing a deal with Israel and Hamas, but Hamas says it will disarm only if a Palestinian state is created, something Israel rejects. This is ABC News.
Here's your News Radio KONP forecast, brought to you by Olympic Game Farm. Bright sunshine expected this afternoon with daytime highs approaching 71. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies tonight, lows dip down to about 53. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Tomorrow, chance for rain. High temperatures reach up to 64. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Sunday, decreasing clouds by Monday. Low 60s Sunday, upper 60s by Monday. A peek at the extended shows, 74 Tuesday, 73 Wednesday, and 71 on Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. Currently, it's 65 degrees.
He was working through college on my grandpa's farm. I was thirsting for knowledge, and he had a car. Yeah, I was caught somewhere between a woman and a child. One restless summer we found love growing wild on the banks of the river on a well-beaten path. It's funny how those memories
Sing it out.
last like strawberry wine. 17, the hot July moon saw it.
It's not blackberries, but it's a berry.
It kind of, the whole song is describing Joyce and, well, 17. I did a lot of hanging out in Joyce back then.
Yeah, hot summer night.
Possibly drinking strawberry wine. Of course not.
It was probably Boone's Farm strawberry wine.
It
but
was. It was
that's
Strawberry
neither
Hill.
But if you would like some real good wine, you can go and see our friend Chef Michael at Cocapelli. Hi, Chef.
Holy smokes, ladies. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. What you got going on this weekend there, buddy? Busy?
Just busy. Gosh, we got venturing all the way out to Quilcene on Saturday for a big catering wedding.
Wedding. So you're Quillbilly's getting married.
I guess.
Quilcene nights.
I love it. I love Quilcene. It's a great little area. That's fun.
Yeah, we don't usually venture that far out, but every once in a while. Come on, Bailey, you gonna come out of the office? You hear me talking?
Bailey.
Oh, Bailey.
Yeah, he's gonna start talking to y'all too because he wants to be on the radio.
Fantastic.
We're sure he is.
Yeah, you can come hang out with us. So, Chef, do you have strawberry wine at the restaurant?
No.
I didn't know.
But he has sangria. That Candy makes.
Actually, we're waiting for labels. We're out right this minute, but my beautiful bride is, I think, Monday or early next week we'll be making a huge batch. So, that's Candy's job.
It is so good. I have had it before, and there were different types, and I was just blown away the first time I had it. It was so good.
So, Chef, what would you pair that sangria with this weekend, if you had any?
If I had it. Probably with the Hama oysters we're serving on the half shell with a blood orange mignonette, because what Candy's going to make next week is blood orange sangria. So
Oh,
how about that?
dang.
That sounds so good. That sounds so good.
Mm-hmm. But you know me. That's ham oysters are nice. That's lovely. They sound good. But what I really want to know about is your steak this weekend.
It's my filet mignon, 8-ounce center cut, fire grilled with a thyme barley risotto, broccolini, and the steak served with a red wine demi-glace.
Oh, I'm so in the mood for a steak now. I didn't think I was. I didn't think I was.
Yeah, so you know everybody says demi glaze, right? No.
Gloss.
Demi gloss.
Gloss.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're educating everybody.
You're so smart. Chef, I got to ask you again. I mean, I know I've asked you this before, but how does your brain think of some of these menu items that you have?
Well,
I know you have a team, but I also know that you're like the head poobah.
Yeah, but, you know, we sit down and, you know, we're going to actually be changing the fresh sheet, I think, either tomorrow or Sunday. But we just kind of look around and see, like right now, we're getting summer chanterelles, which are the beautiful smaller button instead of the big ones that are all wet and stuff. And
we're talking about mushrooms, right?
Yeah, chanterelle mushrooms, and they're just so delicious this time of year. So we're doing a Northwest seafood stew with Yukon potatoes, chanterelle mushrooms, garlic, fennel, shallots, clams, halibut, cod.
So basically, you go get the ocean and you put it in a pot,
and then some forest in there.
A little forage, just a smidge. Get a mushroom or two and a fennel.
we make the broth first, and it's a cream broth for this one, right? So we kind of have that on the side, and then all the seafood gets called sauté à la minute, right? So we cook it to order, so it's all fresh. We don't make a big pot like you're going to serve it to your family, Amanda.
Or just us.
Yeah. So
Yum.
everything's just cooked fresh to order. We have all the other ingredients ready to go. You start with the sauté, deglaze, reduce, add base, reduce, and finish. Those are the 5 steps to cooking, by the way.
Oh, my stars.
You're so educated.
I feel like I learned something new. Oh. Remember how a long time ago we would ask you a random spice and you had to give us what we could do with that? I need to ask you about bay leaves.
I heard you talking about bay leaves the other day.
Yeah, every once in a while I see a recipe for a bay leaf thing, and I'm like, I don't have them. Well, I mean, I do now because I got them at Grocery Outlet. But when I don't have them, I think, what am I missing? What is this supposed to do? And then also, you have to take them out because aren't they poisonous?
No.
I was told they were poisonous when I was a kid.
I mean, they're not poisonous. You know, they're not very edible if you leave them in your stew. So basically, anything you're making with almost any kind of stock, except for maybe a seafood stock, even then, maybe okay. I mean, it's one of the standard ingredients, you know, with juniper berries, whole black peppercorns, bay leaves. You can also, they're great thrown in stew. They kind of add a florally kind of deal. I wouldn't put them in spaghetti sauce, but I guess you probably could.
Well, then I won't put them in spaghetti sauce.
Yeah. I mean, and I wouldn't put them in anything Asian, but pretty much, I mean, they're so versatile and wonderful herb.
What about like a chicken noodle soup?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Really?
Throw it if you're gonna make the stock, chicken stock, throw it in the chicken stock. Yep. Absolutely.
So because you just brought up bay leaves, I wasn't even talking to Amanda about this. We can talk about hook and line too, Chef Michael. I think I told you my friends from Missouri are visiting, and they chose hook and line. They flew in on Tuesday, and we went straight down to the restaurant for dinner. And we took up your big table in the back. We ordered everything on the menu. Literally, I'm not joking.
Smoke.
Not joking. I had fish and chips. I had your chowder. My best friend had your salmon chowder. We got the clam strips. We got the calamari. The kids had the wings. My daughter got the grilled cheese with bacon. We had something. Oh, and he got a local beer. I mean, it was literally everything. And we, of course, took a bunch of stuff to go. So it was very good. But then it made me start thinking about crab. And we had a crab feed the next day. We got a bunch of fresh crab from someone here local. And I went to make crab dip. And it said a seasoning that I'd never used. And it's called Old Bay seasoning.
Oh, yeah.
In the crab dip. And I went, oh, must be made with bay leaves or something like that. And so after I made it, I'm like, no, that's not what it tasted like. So I looked it up, and of course, celery, salt, and spice, paprika, and all that stuff. But it's just the name of it. And so I thought it was bay leaves.
No, Old Bay seasoning. It's great for seafood boils. And
yes.
If you're going to use it as seasoning, you need to be careful because it's very, very. It's kind of. You used it, right? It's kind of a fine powder.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really easy to overdo it. And become overly salty.
I had to add more of the cheeses and the, all of the things to tone down what I'd done with the Old Bay seasoning. And
I just fell into that trap.
I added some more crab. And the seasoning that the only size you can buy, it will last me like 19 years.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was very good. And you inspired me with all of the food at Hook and Line. So again, Hook and Line right next door has everything on the more casual side of Kokopelli. So fantastic. Everything was so fresh.
Yeah, they told me you and your gang came in the other night, so thank you very much, Steph.
Of course.
And hopefully everybody left happy and full.
We did, absolutely, with leftovers to boot.
Well, Chef Michael, how can we make reservations for this weekend?
360-457-6040 if you're a party of 6 or more, because you can't do it online. Preferred method, because you'll always get through online, is kokopelli-grill.com. There's a little button up top, says just push that button for reservations and scroll down and pick your times. We are pretty friggin' busy, 7 days a week. If you don't have reservations and you want to get in between 6 and 8:30, good luck.
Man.
It's going to be an hour wait, and if you're a hangry person coming off the mountains hiking
don't
and
do it.
Thought that our little small town couldn't have a restaurant, that you had to have reservations, you'd be wrong.
You'd be wrong. Well, Chef Michael, we look forward to chatting with you again next week when we get to talk about it being August, and we'll find out. We'll maybe touch on the holiday thing since it'll be a little bit closer.
Yeah, and I think maybe summer will be here next week. It looks like.
Of course
finally.
it is.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Chef, thank you so much. Thank you for being the sponsor of the Girl Friday show.
Love you, girls. Have a great weekend.
We love you too. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Aw, Chef. I'm so cute.
Starving.
I know. Me too. Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap things up here on the Girl Friday show. I have a song that I want to play out today.
Okay, I'm excited.
Might be a little saucy.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Straight View Credit Union has been serving the Port Angeles area for nearly 90 years. The recent partnership merger with Great Northwest Federal Credit Union will bring exciting new products while maintaining the same team, location, and quality of service you've come to expect. We are anchored in the people helping people principle that sets credit unions apart. Federally insured by NCUA. Straight View, a division of Great Northwest Federal Credit Union, where community comes together.
Gas prices are out of the sky high. I mean, they're just ridiculous.
If it wasn't for food banks, I really don't know what I would do.
I don't have health insurance.
You know, during my lifetime I've worked, I really never got a pay raise. Meanwhile, billionaires and corporations are getting rich.
They tell us to be afraid of our neighbors because of who we voted for or where we were born.
But we are not falling for it.
Blue Collar, we have each other's backs. BlueCollarUnity.org.
Paid for by Firelands Workers Building Community Power.
I'm Sophia with Clallam County PUD.
And I'm Michaela.
We're excited to share something new, our Power Pledge Fund.
It's a simple way neighbors can help neighbors during tough times.
Power Pledge provides immediate assistance to customers facing a crisis, like medical emergency, job loss, or unexpected hardship.
And every dollar goes directly to helping local families with care and privacy.
You can make a one-time donation, give any amount you choose monthly,
or even round up your bill to the next dollar.
Learn more at clallampud.net.
Does the thought of stepping into a funeral home make you feel a little nervous or uneasy? If so, that is okay. It's very normal. Here at Harper Ridgeview and Squim Valley Funeral Chapels, we want to let you know that you don't actually have to come into one of our funeral homes to make advanced planning for yourself or a loved one. We can complete the process over the phone and via email. Greater peace of mind is just one phone call away. Harper Ridgeview and Squim Valley Funeral Chapels, because your loved ones deserve the best.
Looking for the perfect place to enjoy your next chapter? Come tour Lavender Meadows in Squim, featuring beautiful, affordable homes for active 55-plus living. Enjoy modern, low-maintenance living, plus pickleball courts, a community garden, and clubhouse gatherings.
Hey folks, this is Courtney over at Lavender Meadows. We hope to see you soon to check out our 8 new floor plans. Don't forget to ask us about our lease-to-own options.
Come home to Lavender Meadows. Visit lavendermeadowsmhc.com.
Caring for a loved one takes heart and sometimes a helping hand. Our Adult Day Stay program provides a safe, supportive environment with meals, activities, and on-site nursing care from just 30 minutes up to 10 hours with no minimum commitment for only $25 an hour.
Care for your loved one and peace of mind for you. This is Andy McGill, Executive Director at Dungeness Court Memory Care. Call 360-582-9309 to schedule a free assessment today.
In 1926, veteran golf course designer Francis James turned Dalton Farm in Port Angeles into Peninsula Golf Club. And today, 100 years later, local golfers and even PGA legend Byron Nelson believe that Peninsula Golf Club is a true golf gem found right here in a most beautiful setting. Come visit Peninsula for a round of golf this week. The fairways are wide open.
This week at Grocery Outlet in Port Angeles, find more deals that are good for you and great for your budget. Prevail beef jerky is only $3.99 a bag. Save up to 50%. Jimmy Keto Bars 14-count variety packs are just $9.99. Save up to 41%. And Something Simple or Northwest Select organic frozen blueberries are just $7.99 for 3 pounds. That's up to 60% off. Shop local at your Grocery Outlet in Port Angeles.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Laurel Lanes in Port Angeles believes that family time should be fun, provide some exercise, and most of all, be affordable. That's why during the summer, Uncle Vern makes sure that all kids that bowl for free. All you have to do to take part in this awesome deal is go to laurellanesbowling.com and click on Kids Bowling on the top left hand of the page. It's free to sign up, and you'll get 2 free games a day for the kids. That's laurellanesbowling.com.
Market declines, unemployment. Today's headlines can be scary. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Anthony Sanders. I'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to prepare for the long term. We provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. Call us at 360-452-0550 to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The agents at RE/MAX Evergreen Real Estate will work for you, looking out for your interests. Nobody in the world sells more real estate. Now is the time, and RE/MAX Evergreen should be your choice. Call one of our experienced agents, Mark DeRosie, Margaret Womack, Sean Washburn, Heidi Hampton, Dylan Washburn, Angie Matthews, Holly Locke, Rebecca Robidoux, or Dave Ramey. 457-6600. Trust the name you know, and trust the agents who care at RE/MAX Evergreen Real Estate.
See, it's a berry.
Okay, you just made my day by playing that song. I was front row to this concert in, I don't know, it was like 2005-ish in Phoenix. I was on the news that night because there was a horrible windstorm, and I was riding one of those pedicabs. And front row for this when he had just changed his name to not a name to a symbol. And we all went in. It was a different style of music. He started playing more jazzy stuff, and he said, "If you're all here to hear, you know, if you've come to hear 1999 or Little Red Corvette," he goes, "you're in the wrong place." And my heart sank. But he sang this.
Aww.
And Kiss.
Oh, that's a good one. I know that one.
I know. And I was like, Purple Rain. And so he sang a couple of the old ones, but this one is my favorite. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. I try my best around here.
You did good.
Welcome back to the Girl Friday Show here on KONP Radio. If it's two girls talking about nothing on the air, it must mean it's Friday.
They never let us on together, and there's a reason for that. Once a week, for a very short time.
Well, we have come to the end of the show, which is very quick. We had it filled with lovely guests today, and of course, Chef Michael. So again, make sure you go out, see the Blackberry Festival. Just make sure to come back into town
for Arts in Action
at 4:00 for the Zeppelin show, because that's going to be super
right
super
down
fun.
at the pier.
So I figured since it was berry themed, I would play out with one of my favorite parts from Hairspray the musical.
Oh,
do you know that musical?
Not in detail, so.
I love it. So here's a little bit of one of my favorite songs. If you don't know what the play and / movie is about, it's about equality and skin color and. So anyway, there is a song called "Run and Tell That" that is one of my all-time favorites, and I figured, you know what, it'd be a perfect day to play out the Girl Friday Show.
I can't see what people look at me and only see the color of my face. Oh yeah. And there's those that try to help, God knows, but always have to put me in my place. But I won't ask you to be colorblind, cause if you pick the fruit, then girl, you should find the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I can say it ain't so, but darling, what's the use? The darker the chocolate, the richer the taste. And that's where it's at. Yeah, baby, run and tell that. Oh, sugar, run and tell that.